Good afternoon and welcome back to another Citroen video, and in this video we're going to be changing the engine oil and the oil filter. So you wonder why I'm filming this from the shed at the moment. I just thought I'll show you all the tools I'm going to need beforehand. So we need a ratchet within 8mm and Allen to undo the sump plug, and a 27mm socket to undo the filter housing, a pick to get the seal off the filter housing. Got a selection of copper washers because sometimes I have a copper washer with filter, but I've got them there just in case. You should really change the copper washer on the sump plug every time you do it. You know, I don't always do it, but I've got copper washers, so that's what I bought them for. Got a bowl, trusty cheap washing up bowl to catch oil in. I've got a funnel there, some gloves, and a bit of a clean up roll as well. So that's basically all you need to do the oil change, aside from the parts, but they're in the car and I'll show you them when we get to the car. Also I'll need to jack the car up and put it on axle stands or drive it up wheel ramps. So I'm going to go for axle stands. So we'll cut to the car and then I can show you the various stages of the process, because I don't think I've done an actual oil and filter change on its own in enough detail, so hopefully this video will be more of a how-to rather than how I did it. So I'm nearly ready to start, and this is the oil I'm going to be using, the Triple QX5W30 fully synthetic, which is suitable for the engine on this car, which is a 2 litre HDI. I got this from Euro Car Parts along with the Crossland oil filter, and I've still got a bit left from the service, so I'll use that up and I can put my waste oil in that. So next thing I need to do is get this jacked up and axle stands underneath so I can got access to the sump. So it's now on axle stands. I know it don't look it, but that's because the suspension's drooping right down and wheels are touching ground, but I'll show you underneath. There we go, we're on axle stand, so that's not going anywhere. There's room enough for me to get underneath. So the first thing I do is take the cap off, which will help draining the oil. So get that off and pull this engine cover off so I can get to the filter. We'll get that out of the way. Now I can get to the oil filter, which is down there. So I'm all ready to drain the oil. I've put an older quilt cover down on the floor so any spills I don't catch won't end up on the street. I've got my 8mm Allen key, so just undo that, crack that off. That wasn't so hard because I serviced it back in January. But sorry if my arm's getting in the way, I'll try my other hand. So just, there we go, and that wasn't too bad. We'll just let that drain. Clean off this sump plug. I put a new washer on it. And then we'll go up top and I'll get that oil filter off. So while that oil's draining, I'll get to the oil filter next. I've got my 27mm socket. Let's have a look. Might have a bit better access if I go around there. Yep. So just carefully undo that. Should be able to undo it the rest of the way by hand. And then I'll just leave that to drain. And then we'll get back to it once all oil's drained out at the sump. So I've cleaned up the sump plug, and there's the old washer, so hopefully there should be one in this this washer set. Let's have a look. Yep, that's about the right size. In fact, it might be a little bit too big. Try next size down. And that's too small, but no. Yeah, that should do it. And it's better than nothing. So yep, that can go back on as soon as all the oil's drained off. Well, that's pretty much all drained out, so I can put this plug back on with the new washer. Just start it off by hand. And then I can do it up with a ratchet. If I can wind it up all the way in by hand. And then just nip it up. I'll use the German version, Guten Tight. So as long as it don't leak, it's not too critical. So I'm ready to change the oil filter next. So there's the old filter, we'll just pull that off. And get the new filter. And you just push it in. And next, change the seal there. That's what the pick's for. Get this out with the pick. And before I fit the new one, I need to smear it with oil. You can use old oil if you want, but since I've got new oil, fresh oil, might as well use it. Oops. See to spill a bit there. I was hoping not to spill on now, but there we go. Just smear it in oil and just fit it back on like so. Make sure it's seated properly, which it is. And then refitting it is the reverse of removal. Now you saw taking it out, so just getting it started by hand. I'll just get some of this oil, this spilt oil, cleaned up before I go any further. So with the oil filter housing started by hand, I've finished it off with the ratchet. So you don't have to go mad. Just wind it in. And then, so as you feel any resistance, just nip it a little bit. Remember, this is plastic, so I don't be breaking it. There is a specified torque on it, but I'm not going to bother getting the torque wrench out. I'll just give it a bit of a wipe down to clean some of this spilt oil. That's the oil filter done. So next we'll be filling the engine oil. So last thing we need to do is put the oil in. I've still got a little bit from last time, so I'll just tip all that in for starters. I'll save this for me for the old oil. So what I'm going to do is I'll put about 3 litres in and see where I am on the level. So don't be putting the whole lot in. Just want to make sure you're getting putting the right amount in. Now this car's on a down. It's facing downhill and it's on axle stand, so it should be pretty much level where it is. So remember to take that into account. Unfortunately, I don't have use of the garage anymore, which is the reason for building that tool shed. So look, I've got a couple of litres in. Yeah, still got 3 litres left, so I'll put another litre in and I'll start checking the level. Look, just half a litre to go. Okay, I'm back down to 2 litres, so time to check the level on the dipstick. So what you need to do is take it out, wipe it, put it in, then check the level again, and oh, we're still below minimum, so yep, that's where we are, we're below minimum, so we definitely need to put a bit more in.
Why did you issue with that thing then? What did you do to him? So does that mean say you off it and
Okay, let's see where the level's at.
if you get a chair, you can sit out here, but if you're not going to play nice, you're not playing together.
So yeah, we're coming up to minimum. Put a bit more oil in. Wipe and a dip. I don't know if you can see it there, but that's where the level is. You can see it in the camera, but they're about halfway between minimum and maximum, which would be fine. You can go all the way up to maximum because some engines do use oil. So I think I'll put a bit more in. Probably allow for filter as well, for priming oil filter. So do one final check. So remove, wipe, insert and remove. Yep, we're just below maximum, so that's good enough. So that is the oil and filter change completed. So just one last thing to make sure we're all good, and start it up. Yep, we're all good. And I'll turn the music off. Yep, so that was a successful oil and filter change. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I did try to show it in a bit more detail than on previous videos. So please remember to like, subscribe, share, ring that notification bell and you get notified when one of my videos comes out. As ever, thanks for watching and I'll see you.